Ever found yourself scrolling through an app, ready to dive into the world of investing, only to hit a roadblock? Like, you're all set to grow your spare change, build a future, and then, bam! They ask for a social security number. And you're left wondering, wait, do I really need that? Is this legit? Is my identity about to be blasted into the digital cosmos? Yeah, me too. Or at least, I definitely understand that feeling. It's a mix of excitement and sudden, cold dread. Let's be real, the idea of handing over your SSN to anything online can feel like handing over the keys to your entire financial kingdom. We're all wired to be cautious, especially when it comes to sensitive information. And in today's world, where data breaches and identity theft seem to be daily news, it's not just paranoia, it's common sense. So, let's cut to the chase. You're interested in Acorns, maybe you've heard about it from a friend, or maybe you saw an ad promising easy investing with your spare change. You're thinking, this sounds perfect. A way to dip my toes into investing without needing to be a Wall Street wizard. But then, the dreaded SSN request pops up, and you're like, hold up, is this a deal breaker? Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of Acorns and SSNs, let's take a moment to understand why this question is so important. We're not just talking about a simple app sign-up here. We're talking about your financial future. And that involves trust. Trust in the platform, trust in the process, and trust that your personal information is going to be handled with the utmost care. Now, let's step back a bit. What exactly is Acorns? For those who aren't familiar, Acorns is a micro-investing app that rounds up your everyday purchases to the nearest dollar and invests that spare change into a diversified portfolio of ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. Think of it as a way to passively invest without needing a ton of capital. You link your debit or credit cards, and Acorns does the rest. The appeal is obvious. It's designed for beginners, for people who want to start investing but don't know where to begin. It's about building good financial habits, slowly but surely. It's about making investing accessible to everyone, regardless of their financial literacy or starting capital. But here's the rub: to actually invest, to buy and sell securities, you need to open a brokerage account. And that's where the SSN comes into play. Why? Well, let's break it down. When you open a brokerage account, whether it's with Acorns, Fidelity, Schwab, or any other brokerage, you're essentially entering into a regulated financial transaction. The government, through the IRS and other regulatory bodies, needs to ensure that these transactions are legitimate, that they comply with tax laws, and that they're not being used for illegal activities like money laundering. Your SSN is the key identifier in this process. It's how the government tracks your investment activity, reports your earnings, and ensures you're paying your fair share of taxes. It's not just Acorns being nosy, it's a legal requirement. Think of it this way: when you open a bank account, you also need to provide your SSN. It's the same principle. You're entering into a financial relationship with a regulated institution, and the government needs to keep track of that. Now, I get it. The idea of handing over your SSN to an app, even a well-known one like Acorns, can still feel unsettling. You might be thinking, is Acorns secure? What if my data gets leaked? These are valid concerns. Acorns, like other reputable financial institutions, take security very seriously. They use industry-standard encryption, they have robust security protocols, and they're subject to regular audits and compliance checks. They're not some fly-by-night operation, they're a legitimate financial services company. However, no system is completely foolproof. Data breaches can happen, even to the most secure institutions. That's a risk we all take when we engage with anything online. But it's also a risk that's mitigated by the regulations and security measures in place. So, to answer the initial question directly, yes, you do need your SSN to use Acorns for investment purposes. It's not optional. It's a requirement for opening a brokerage account and participating in the financial markets. But here's the thing, it's not just Acorns. Every brokerage, every investment platform that allows you to buy and sell securities will require your SSN. It's a standard practice in the industry. Now, let's address some common concerns. You might be wondering, what if I don't want to give my SSN? Are there alternatives? The short answer is, not really, if you want to invest in the stock market through a regulated platform. If you want to buy and sell ETFs, stocks, or other securities, you'll need to provide your SSN. There are, of course, other ways to save and grow your money. You can use savings accounts, CDs, or even invest in real estate. But if you want to participate in the stock market, you'll need to go through a regulated brokerage, and that means providing your SSN. Another common concern is, what if I'm not a U.S. citizen? Can I still use Acorns? If you're a non-resident alien, you'll typically need an individual taxpayer identification number, ITIN, instead of an SSN. Acorns, like other brokerages, will have specific requirements for non-resident aliens, so it's best to check their website or contact their customer support for more information. Now, let's talk about the benefits of using Acorns, even with the SSN requirement. The app's simplicity and accessibility are undeniable. It's a great way to start investing, especially if you're new to the game. The roundup feature makes it easy to invest without even thinking about it. Acorns also offers a variety of portfolio options, from conservative to aggressive, allowing you to choose a strategy that aligns with your risk tolerance and financial goals. They also offer educational resources to help you learn more about investing. 1. Richr.com. Richr.com. And let's not forget the potential for long-term growth. Investing, even small amounts, can compound over time, leading to significant returns. It's about building wealth slowly and steadily, and Acorns makes that process easier. But, and this is crucial, it's important to remember that investing always involves risk. There's no guarantee of returns, and you could lose money. It's essential to do your own research, understand the risks involved, and invest responsibly. So, to wrap it up, yes, you need your SSN for Acorns. It's a requirement for opening a brokerage account and participating in the stock market. It's not unique to Acorns, it's a standard practice in the industry. While the idea of handing over your SSN can be daunting, it's important to remember that Acorns, like other reputable financial institutions, take security seriously. They have robust security measures in place to protect your data. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to use Acorns is a personal one. It's about weighing the benefits and risks, understanding the requirements, and deciding what's right for you. If you're comfortable with the SSN requirement and you're looking for a simple and accessible way to start investing, Acorns could be a good option. Just remember to do your due diligence, understand the risks, and invest responsibly. And always keep your information safe. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.